forgot what part of California. It's the whole time change thing and jumping on a plane and then yeah, way too much time change occurring this week.
Oh, I hear you. They actually located just about between Salinas and Monterey, California. It's not far from where the famous Monterey International Pop Festival was held. So it's Central California. Some might say North Central, but I'm talking not as a native, so probably inaccurate there. But it is, if you can think of it like this, Willow Springs is in the south, down in Death Valley. Laguna Seca is in the central part, and Sonoma is up north of San Francisco. But this is a world-class, famous facility, Laguna Seca Raceway, built in 1957, renovated extensively in the late 80s to the layout you see now. It is a 2.23-mile course with the world-famous corkscrew right there. 16 degrees of gradient and a drop, an elevation change, I believe, from top to bottom here at the end of the rainy curve. It is 190 feet. So you're talking, you're talking a small radio tower is the amount of elevation drop you have here. Laguna Seca, built on an old dry lake bed, hence the name Laguna Seca, dry lagoon. Gives it the quite sandy textures on the track. The live track here on Project Cars 2 will definitely show that over the race. Once you've raced here in the past in multiple classes of cars, I think that the sand buildup over the course of the race is maybe the biggest obstacle these guys have to face.
And you mentioned that at the top of the hill, especially going into the corkscrew, you get somebody that gets a little off there. They put some sand on, and you try to get the car slowed down enough so you can make that a hard left-hander to go down the, like falling off the edge of a cliff on the corkscrew. And if there's a lot of dust on the track, the car goes straight.
Yeah, it kicks you out real quick, and we've seen that in the past, running here before, especially in sports car races like this. I've seen races hinge on a late restart where a driver knew to go offline and get away from the sand, and when he did that, it gave him an advantage over the car that he was competing with. That's going to be a key part of this, but as we've seen all season here in the GTEs and the American Sports Car Championship, this is very similar, as I've said, to old school Trans Am racing. The length of the race, the fact that you can make it all the way on fuel at most tracks, it's whether or not it's a place that'll let you do it on the tires. So we've seen all season guys coming from 5th, 6th back in qualifying and running in that place the early part of the race and then moving up. That's really been the key to why we'll take a look at him. OGR Cat Guy is our points leader, and we've got a very interesting story to relate in the championship here, as we'll run through that here in qualifying here in the early minutes. Still 15 and a half minutes left, as we'll check out our points tables here in the GTE championship. Cat Guy in the lead. I believe he's got one win on the season. He won at Sonoma. Or no, that was O'Brien who won. He won. Did Cat Guy did not win last week at Watkins Glen, did he not? No. And I'm going through my schedule. He won at Road America. No, that was Lecky who run at Road America. Cat Guy still...
How's he lead the points if he hasn't won yet? He's been a consistent finisher.
He's been consistent. He's been on the podium 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
But he's looking at a 21-point lead right now, and the big side story to him in that factory Corvette that he's running is that Cat Guy has a withdrawn entry for next week's season finale at the Texas Motor Speedway road course, which means that this is his last race of the season and his last chance to score points. Now, with a 21-point lead coming in, he'll be able, if he can leave here with a 38-point lead or higher, which will be tough to do, he can clinch. But he obviously wants to build up as much of a lead as he can so that the rest of the drivers racing him in the championship have to get maximum points to catch him in that final round at Texas. Second place in the points being Lecky 2000, 21 points back. He was the winner at Road America a couple weeks back and has had a terrific season. It's been a Corvette-dominated series so far this season, although we have seen good runs from some Fords and Porsches as well. CDN Trooper, the Canadian driver, also in the Vet, the 64, running third in the championship, looking for his first win. And I think that where he's at 25 points back, as we said, with Cat Guy not being at Texas, this is CDN's chance to move up as well. He'll be basically directly racing with Lecky to see who can get the most coming through here. I do not see, there we go, Super Crusher, fourth place in the points in the Perispheric Corvette, 38 points back. He's had a very solid season. He was second. Was he second last week at Watkins Glen?
Yes.
That was that Harry who won last week, or was it the one last week?
Sorry. There's been too much time change going on. I couldn't remember that.
Yeah, I'm looking for it here. But yes, he moved up to second last week. Super Crusher's just been getting... he started off the season quiet, but he's been steadily moving up, getting much closer towards the front. That second place finish was, I believe, his second podium of the season. And standing fourth, still very much in the championship. We're waiting to see if the fifth place driver, Harry, who we believe was the winner at Watkins Glen, he is, I could be wrong about that. I need to look up the docs. Having a senior moment, I guess. But, you there, One Shoe?
Yep. Yep. I was
got
trying to
kicked.
scroll through here on the Discord myself and couldn't necessarily
No, I just got kicked from the room.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The server just disconnected me. I'm still in the game, but I'm gonna have to suspend broadcast. We're having some technical issues here, guys, as obviously the Project Cars 2 server, for the first time in about 4 years I've been playing this game, did that to me. So we're going to pause the broadcast momentarily and get right back to you. Yeah.